Mr. Chairman, we're ready to begin the meeting whenever you are, sir.
Okay, great. Have we got everyone this evening? Is Tony going to join us, or is he online?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Just didn't see the video. Just want to confirm that. So yeah, I guess we can get started for this evening. It's November 17th, 2020 at 6 p.m. This is a meeting of the Town of Stanley Planning Board. We'll call this meeting to order. This evening, we've got an agenda which includes the approval of the minutes from our October 15th meeting. And then this evening, we're going to discuss a conditional use permit for parcel 134003, with the applicant being Stanley Hardware and Feed at 100 North Main Street in Stanley, and as consideration of a conditional use permit to have a small engine repair shop. So with that, we'll go ahead and review the meeting minutes from October 15th. As part of our email package from the town clerk, we did get a copy of those minutes. Hopefully everyone has had a chance to look over those. Is there any concerns or comments at this time in regards to the meeting minutes from our October 15th meeting? Any discussion? Okay, if not, it seemed like I looked at them, it seemed like the town clerk did a good job as usual in terms of documenting those. At this time, we're going to have to ask for a motion to approve the meeting minutes from October 15th.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, that was Mrs. Billings making the motion to approve the meeting minutes from October 15th. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
That was Mr. McGinnis, second. Any further discussion? If not, we'll go ahead and vote on it with our normal method of roll call, since this is a virtual meeting. I'm just going across my screen here. Mrs. Billings,
I approve.
thank you. Mrs. Davis,
I approve.
thank you. Mr. McGinnis,
I approve.
Mrs. Navy,
I approve.
okay. Tony,
I approve.
okay, and I approve as well. The motion is passed unanimously for the approval of the meeting minutes from October 15th. The next item on our agenda again is this conditional use permit for Stanley Hardware and Feed. It's a new addition to our downtown, right in the middle of town. They've been open for a little while now and it seems like a positive influence on the town. This is a conditional use permit request to perform small engine repairs. The property is already zoned general business. The notice for this public hearing has been published, as well as mail notification to adjacent property owners as well. As part of our email package from the town clerk, we did get the application as well as a letter from the business owners talking about what they were trying to do and their mindset behind what they were trying to do. At this time, I'll ask the town manager if there's any additional comments that he'd like to provide at this time, or if there's any feedback from adjacent property owners or the community.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'll be brief, but this matter has brought before you this evening because of a need to expand this business and operate a small engine repair to carry a line of products that they wish to carry at the hardware store. The staff was supportive of that request and requested a text change in our central business to allow for this under a conditional use permit. That was approved by our city council. And so now it's before this board to consider for a conditional use permit. I know of no comments in opposition. I'll refer to Olga on that matter, and the staff has no objections and recommends approval of the process. And I think we have someone representing the hardware store on as one of our panelists, Ms. Bell.
Thank you, town manager and town clerk for that additional information. Didn't think we would get any responses from it. I'm not sure if the applicant has anything to add. We did get your letter that you sent in to the town, and that was shared with us as a board via email some time ago. So we probably all have had a chance to review that. If you do have anything to add, we do need to swear you in as a witness. If not, that's okay as well. But would you like to add anything at this time, you think?
No, we don't really have anything to add at this time. I think I summed it up fairly well in the letter.
Okay, all right, thank you. I'll open it up to the board. If there's any discussions or perhaps any questions for the applicant. If there are questions for the applicant, I think we still need to swear them in as a witness. But any discussion amongst the board or comments in regards to this application? One thought that I only had about this, and it may not even need to be addressed, and Mr. Jenkins, it might be directed to you, but
Sir.
With lawnmower shops, there's some noise involved with that. Is part of the the town ordinances or zoning requirements. The only concern I would have is, okay, they're trying to do work at 10 o'clock at night with a lawnmower that's running loud or whatnot. And any property owners or homes in close proximity could hear that, but I'm not even sure that's a concern because I was thinking that they would just operate during normal business hours.
Yes, I believe it's their intention to operate during normal business hours. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Bell. Also,
No, that's correct.
okay, thank you. I would say that this location, and I may have mentioned this before, but it may have been the city council, but this location was once used as a four-wheeler type ATV shop in the basement area, the same way that they're proposing. And I was here at that time and never was aware of any issues with that. It's kind of a self-contained full basement where they can operate inside there and work on those various items without any problem.
Okay, yep, I do remember that. That was a number of years ago, so makes sense. Any other thoughts or discussion from the board? Okay, with nobody speaking up at this time, I would ask for a motion to approve this conditional use permit. Again, this is Stanley Hardware and Feed is the applicant. This is in relation to parcel number 134003. The address is 100 North Main Street here in Stanley. And the request is for conditional use permit to perform small engine repairs on a piece of property or parcel that's already zoned general business. So at this time, I would ask for a motion to approve.
I make a motion, we approve the conditional use permit to operate a small engine repair at Stanley Hardware.
Okay, thank you, Tony. We've got Tony that's made the motion. Do we have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Ms. Billings. With a motion and a second, do we have any further discussion? Okay, with no other further discussion, again, we'll vote. Since it's virtual, we'll sort of do a roll call. And again, I'm going to go just across my screen here as it's displayed. Mrs. Billings.
Approve.
Thank you. Mrs. Davis.
Approved.
Thank you. Mr. McGinnis.
Approve.
Thank you. Mrs. Navy.
I approve.
Thank you. And then Tony.
I approve.
Okay, thank you. And I approve as well. The motion is passed. The vote was unanimous. And we appreciate the investment that you folks have made here in Stanley. And we look forward to see if we can't support your business even more going forward.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. So that looks to be the agenda this evening. Before we adjourn, Mr. Town Manager or Town Clerk, do you have anything to add or whatnot this evening before we adjourn?
Chairman, I do not have anything. Olga, I don't know. I don't think.
I do not have anything either.
Okay. And do we have anything on the upcoming calendar? I can't remember for sure if we've got something else coming up soon.
We will have some items coming up soon. Yes.
Okay.
We had a little bit of a lull there, but not much.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I think the process of notifying us via email or trying to coordinate some dates via email, I think that works great. Is there still holding off on in-person meetings at this time versus virtual? Okay.
Yes, sir. We received some updated information this evening. The governor announced that they will be going to if you remember the 9/11 levels of notification because of elevated terrorist attacks and that type of thing. They're taking the same approach with the coronavirus, and they're identifying those counties that are most affected or have the most cases or most hospitalizations by a color code, and Gaston County is in the red, which
Yeah.
means that if they're able to bring us out of the red, then more sanctions will not be imposed. But the governor's office indicated that if we don't improve those numbers, that if the county doesn't take some type of action, that the state more than likely will. So at this time, we're taking the Zoom approach.
Okay. Well, it's sort of the new norm, and with everybody's jobs and this as well. So I think everybody's getting used to it and all that. So any other comments from the board before we adjourn?
Yeah, I have one thing. Heath, I'm probably going to be moving in about a month. So I would say right now we can make it official that I'll be stepping down from the Board of Adjustments and Planning Board. We'll go ahead and say December 16th, because I'll be moving somewhere in that vicinity. I've served on both boards probably for about 18 years, I guess it is, and have thoroughly enjoyed it and have learned a lot throughout this process and throughout the years. And so I want to say I've enjoyed working with everyone on the current board, and wish y'all a lot of luck as you're moving forward with changes to the town of Stanley.
You've truly been a public servant to our community by serving in that position for that length of time. And I will have other opportunities to thank you, but since we're Zooming live on Facebook, I want to personally thank you on behalf of the town of Stanley for your service and all you've done to help with the zoning and planning process over the years. That's a long time.
That is a long time, yep. And I don't know if we'll be meeting again between now and then, so I wanted to go ahead and mention it now.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, we already have someone in the queue that is ready to assume that role for Mr. Farnberger.
Okay, great. Tony, again, thank you for your service. You've helped me and along the way as well with my time here on the boards as well. And I appreciate your insight and guidance that you've given me as well, as we've tried to navigate through some of these complicated scenarios and applications and all of that. And we certainly appreciate your guidance through a lot of things.
I'm not moving far. It's just two properties outside BTJ. It just happens to be just outside it.
Well, maybe we could work with the town manager to change.
I don't think we can get by with expanding our ETJ anymore, but if there was a way, I would have already been trying that one.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody has a good holiday season and a safe one as we deal with the coronavirus and try to be with family as much as possible. But I know we have to limit that as well. We certainly are during our Thanksgiving. We've canceled our Thanksgiving and get together, do something on a smaller scale.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Again, thank you for your service. It's gone a long way, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Any other comments, discussion at this time before we adjourn? If not, I'll go ahead and ask for a motion to adjourn this evening's meeting.
I'll make that motion that we adjourn.
Okay, thank you, Tony. We've got a motion. Do we have a second?
I second it.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis. Again, we'll do a roll call vote on this to adjourn this evening. Mrs. Billings. Thank you. Mrs. Davis.
Approve.
Mr. McGinnis.
Approve.
Thank you. Tony.
Approve.
Thank you. Mrs. Navy.
I approve.
Okay, thank you, and I approve as well. The motion was passed unanimously. This evening's meeting is adjourned. Again, thanks everyone for joining this evening. And I know the town will let us know of any upcoming meetings, usually via email there.
Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.